do you know what I reckon, Ali?
What do you reckon, Esther?
I reckon that your Roman Empire is 90s Julia Roberts.
Yes. Yeah, I think about it not once a week. I think about it every day.
Multiple.
It's my eat, sleep, Julia Roberts repeat.
You're listening to The Laughing Skulls. Just sit back and relax.
Virginity. Julia Roberts.
Oh,
not a virgin.
You've heard it here first. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Laughing Skulls podcast. Today with me, we've got friend of the pod, but also friend of my life, Alison. Can we get a fucking hello?
Hello.
Ooh.
Hello.
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 That was giving
Is that
like
you. Hello.
Janice.
It's very nannies.
Very Janice from Friends.
I was going the nanny.
Oh, hello.
Equally as nasally.
Yeah.
Mr. Sheffield. When he did that laugh, I immediately went to White Chicks. What a beautiful chocolate man.
Oh,
what a beautiful chocolate man.
Beautiful. Oh
wow. Well, for those who are new here, hello, hi. Normally we've got Adrienne, but today we've got someone even better. We've got Ali. And if you don't know who we are, or if you're new, hello. We are the Laughing Skulls. And
yes, you are.
Not only are we dead inside, but we know that you are too. And we're just, your podcasting fuckboys just here to make your day better.
I immediately want to be removed from this podcast. That was the most disgusting thing I
can imagine everyone just listening to it, just cringing, going, Esther, no.
I'm cringing and I'm featuring.
Skip
I don't
45
want to.
seconds.
How do I get out of this?
How do I get off this podcast? Unsubscribe.
Issues. No, but the fact that I continued the word issues, like it just paused. Yeah. Fuck. Boys.
Well, if you're new here, this is what we're about, everything that has got to do with anything. And if you like us, please subscribe, please rate us 5 stars. And of course, we, as we've gone and said in the last 2 episodes, we are bringing a brand new segment, which is your unhinged comments, your unhinged reviews of the show. So if you go on to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, so in Apple, it's your reviews. So give us the most unhinged comment that you could give about the show and we'll read it out on air. Give it a 5-star on Spotify and go into the little Q&A and give us something that is just wild. Like there was this one girl and she said, I found your sticker on a toilet while I was taking a shit and I'm so glad. And you know what?
That's a perfect place to find a podcast.
Thank you for finding it while you're taking a shit.
There's
really
nothing more
appreciate
humbling than a shitty experience.
A shitty expence. Shit happens.
Absolutely. Shit happens. And that shit was your podcast.
And it was my podcast. So wonderful.
So beautiful.
And if you wanted to give us a DM on Instagram at The Laughing Skulls, just send us a DM. Share it on your story, tag us, and we'll read it out on air. We'll screenshot that bitch and we'll have the receipts.
Have your 15 seconds of fame.
Absolute 15 seconds and it'll be all good.
It'll be better than all good. It'll be the best time of your life.
It will be the best time of your life. Well, for today, we have got an absolute doozy for you because Ali and I, over the last couple of weeks, we watched 2 movies. The first one being Runaway Bride and then the Oofed. And the other being My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh, my days.
And
Julia
let me
Roberts.
tell you, when we were going, shit, man, that's like love movies. That's like proper monologues. That's like,
Love me,
they don't make it what they used to.
Choose me, marry me. They don't make that shit anymore.
They don't make that shit like they
They
do
don't make that
anymore.
anymore.
They don't. And so we wanted to go down memory lane with you guys and just say, shit, that was good. And the thing is,
Fuck, that was
I
good.
know that we've got some Gen Zers that listen to the pod, but when I tell you that this shit was premium, that shit's fucking premium. And I guarantee you, outside of one category, everything else you can just experience over and over and over again. So why don't we go and fucking start it off?
I think we should. If anything, for those Gen Zers out there listening to the pod, I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous that you get to experience this for the first time.
For the first time, right?
For the first time. My 30-year-old ass has seen this movie 200 times. You get to watch it for the first time. You get to experience the greatness that is 90s.
90s.
For the first time. Yeah.
And like even with the fashion, it's all coming back around. You wouldn't catch
The
us
compound
dead.
sentence kids are getting to live it now.
Compound sentences with cargo pants, cargo anything with straight legs, you know? That's what I'm trying to say.
Low rise as well. Low rise.
Oh,
has
and
come
low
back.
rise. But I think that
Yeah.
there are some things from the 90s that just should not come back.
I don't agree with you.
You don't agree with me? There were a few things that were fucking problematic back then. Jesus Christ. 1990s games. Pokemon started, I think, like 1997, 1993, maybe?
1993? I think so.
But for me, it was on my Nintendo 64 and I had Pokemon Stadium. Now, I had a Game Boy Advance. I never had a Game Boy Color.
See, I had the Game Boy stick it in your pocket.
Oh.
Yeah, it was green.
Nice color.
And
nice
it
choice.
didn't fit in my pocket because I was a small child. It was a stick half of it in your pocket, but it wasn't in color. It wasn't until I got a, do you remember there was, it was Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance was in color, but you could use the old
cartridges.
Game Boy games, cartridges in the new, and it was revolutionary.
Yeah, I was like,
Donkey
wow.
Kong in color? You kidding me?
Donkey Kong in color, but also Donkey Kong Country for you
Donkey Kong
when we were
Country
off
for me.
air.
Yeah,
For me
Donkey Kong Country.
and for you, Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Fucking Tony Hawk.
Fucking Tony Hawk. Did
Pro
you know
Skater.
they re-released it for Nintendo Switch?
Are
You could get
you
Tony Hawk Pro Skater
serious?
1 and 2. Yeah, I downloaded it. Wow, I was so excited I didn't even complete the word. I mixed two. I downloaded it. Fuck. Many hours spent skateboarding around a factory
Mate,
collecting the word
That
skate.
is amazing. Oh my God. That is amazing. I remember playing that on the PSP. Do you remember the PSP?
You had a
thing-
PSP?
Yes. I
don't know a single person who had a PSP.
I thought that I was the richest bitch that was ever around because I had a PSP.
No, but you were the richest bitch.
Thank you.
Because I wanted one so bad. Like those mini discs. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah, the little
looks like a
mini
goddamn
discs.
little bagel. Like those little things.
They were so cute, actually.
They were adorable. Like I would want it just for the Shure CD size.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's just like that bloody game ruled my life. It ruled my life.
The only thing that had a hold of you in that era.
It
was
really had
Tony Hawk
it had a
Pro Skater.
chokehold. So it was that, and then it was like Mario Kart or
Yes.
Super Mario 64 for me.
Yeah, I really like Super Mario 64. Mario Kart is to this day still a fan favorite.
But
like you literally came over.
I literally
2 weeks
came
ago,
over.
and we played for multiple hours.
You and I were full having a D&M.
we were having a D&M.
And then you go, so that's a fucking shit car you've got.
Yeah, I'm like, why did you not check the statistics before you chose
Oh my
this
God,
car?
Esther.
Did you not look at the acceleration versus weight? You idiot.
Why would you choose
Idiot.
those wheels? Those fucking wheels are not even aesthetic.
Bowser on a motorbike? Are you trying to turn over?
And I want to tell this to you, and I want to tell this to everyone. GoldenEye 007. I recently played it. That is a shit fucking game, and my God, that has aged.
Even the cover photo has aged.
It has aged so badly. And I was also on a really shit controller. Like, it was really sticky. Nah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, like, as in, the buttons were sticky.
Well, the button's sticky, Esther. What happened?
Look, it wasn't mine.
Transpired.
Mine is pristine condition.
Mint condition. Yeah, you know
condition.
what? Thinking about old school PlayStation, those little
joysticks.
Fucking joysticks, yeah, they used to get sticky as fuck. I don't know what material they used.
I don't know. I think
But that was stickety stick.
Yeah, because like imagine playing it then and then last week you came over, played my PS5. Lex. But, you know.
Bus simulator?
Bus Simulator. There was
I've
a
never
game
beeped so hard in my life.
called Bus Simulator, and when I tell you that the both of us were sitting there trying our very hardest on how to turn on the ignition, but then also trying to turn off the hazard lights.
Me yelling at you, going, you're doing it wrong, and then absolutely not being able to do it myself.
And then I ran over people, and then I go, how do I get the disabled ramp?
To this day, no disabled people got on that bus because you couldn't locate the ramp. Poor Laura trying to ask me what I want for dinner. I'm like, can't hear you. Driving a bus. Sorry, Mama's working.
Mama's trying to get food on the table, babes.
These tickets ain't going to sell themselves, girl. Come on now.
Oh, shit.
This ain't even my wife. This ain't even my wife. It ain't even my wife.
Oh, fuck. Because you also had... Oh, my God. And then my thing was Tekken. It wasn't Mortal Kombat. It was Tekken. Tekken was absolutely fire in my house.
Was Tekken the one with the Hooga, that guy? Or was that Street Fighter?
No, I think that was Street Fighter. My one, Tekken had, it was like, hata, hata.
Oh.
It was
That's very, very different to Hauga.
Yeah, it is. Hata is very Hauga.
Hauga. But you can't make that sound without physically doing the motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the Hauga was like a upwards motion, like a fist pump. If anyone could watch us right now.
I know. Because then there was a movie. I don't know whether you remember this movie. It was called Dead or Alive. Do you remember? It was called DOA.
I'm going to look it up.
And it had Holly Valance in it.
Holly Valance.
Do you remember Holly Valance?
Oh, my God. Holly. You know who just came out as gay?
Natalie Bassingthwaighte. Wow. Yeah. They're all gay in the end.
Wow. It always catches up to you. It's like the flu. You're going to get it once in your life.
You're going to get it at least once.
Dead or Alive gay. Yeah, no, I don't.
And it had this one.
Do I?
So if you ever watch it, it is this movie based on a tournament that's based on a game.
There's a lot of basis in this.
I know, but it's like, let's say it's like Tekken and Street Fighter and the way they fight like that.
Looking at the image, it's very much
it's very good and it was one of my favorite, it was one of my favorites, but does it hold up? Don't know.
I don't know.
If I watched it now, would I like it? I have no idea.
Probably
not. But
probably GoldenEye 2.0. That's what it's giving.
Probably GoldenEye 2.0.
Without the sticky controllers.
But they just had some premium games back then. But do you know what else they had?
What?
Premium 90s movies and TV.
Premium movies. Yeah, they did.
Because this is where it all started, baby. This is where it all started.
This is where it started. This is where it's at.
I mean, you had a very controversial opinion off mic about Sleepless in Seattle.
No, babe.
Or was it You've Got Mail?
No, You've Got Mail.
You've Got Mail. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
Let's not fake news this bitch. You've Got Mail I watched recently and it was boring at best.
Oh.
Sleepless in Seattle, same vibe, but I can live with it.
Yeah.
You've Got Mail. This is cheating. This is emotional cheating. They both have partners. Also, like
it is emotional cheating. That never came to my brain.
It's emotional cheating.
It is emotional cheating.
They were having a whole ass relationship online. Just because it's on dial-up doesn't mean it's not real.
There were them emails.
You know what I realized though?
Yeah.
You know how when they're waiting for the email, like they turn on the computer and they sit there for a second and then it's like a little bit of a delay and it's like, you've got mail.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's been a while since you've been on the dating apps.
Yes.
But recently I've realized that You've Got Mail and Hinge must be in cahoots because when you're on Hinge, when you first open the app, it takes a second for your like messages, like the notification to load. You don't actually see the number of messages you have straight away.
Oh.
So it's like if you know that you had 11 messages after you texted that or messaged that person that you were interested in, the next time you come on, you're like anxiously waiting for like 3 seconds or so to see if that number has lifted to 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same thing, the same dopamine hits.
Yeah,
because I know
anxiety,
you,
depression, same thing.
Look,
yeah.
I know you're hot property on them apps, and I know it because I've seen the women that you've matched with, and by golly, I love Laura getting married. It's fine. But your hot property hubby.
Stop it. No, I'm a lonely, lonely woman.
If you wanted to, you could.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they say, right? If he wanted to, he would.
Do you know what I went and watched recently, though, that reminds me of that? I watched Baz Luhrmann's version of Romeo and Juliet.
The best one.
The best version.
The best one.
First of all. Second of all, holds up. Do I want Leonardo DiCaprio's shirt? You know when he's like, it's like a fucking Hawaiian-y shirt?
Yeah.
And he goes,
yeah.
And he's like, damn you fucking stars.
Yeah.
And he like got banished and stuff.
I'm pretending that I don't know what's happening because I want you to keep acting.
Thank you.
She's an actress.
Who am I? An actress.
Who are you? I loved his hair though.
Oh, I loved his hair. And that's come back though now. It
has come back. I have semi-channeled it with my haircut right now. But
yeah, just a little bit. I think like, because like there was that. There was also like Interview with a Vampire. Have you ever watched that movie?
What?
Interview with a Vampire. It had Brad Pitt, a very young Kirsten Dunst, and Tom Cruise. I watched that movie probably like 11 times.
I have never in my 30 years of life heard of this movie before.
Well, next time I see you, we have to watch it. It is an absolute banger, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I say 10 out of 10.
You're pumping it up.
Maybe not.
You're pumping it up. Is Thelma and Louise. Is Thelma and Louise a 90s movie?
Ooh.
Because if it is, Brad Pitt in Thelma and Louise when he's rocking the cowboy hat.
Thelma and Louise came out in 1991.
Yes. Exceptional. I love that movie. The car, the friendship, the suicide off the cliff. So dramatic yet so poetic. And then Brad Pitt.
I'm a
gay ass woman, but Brad Pitt in Thelma and Louise. Are you kidding me?
I have never watched that before.
Look him up right now. Look him up right now in Thelma and Louise and tell me he isn't a beautiful looking lesbian.
All right, Brad Pitt, Thelma and Louise.
Come on now. Can I get a yeehaw?
Oh, yeah. I see it. Yeah. Okay. That is one good-looking lesbian. No, it's not.
Stunning. I mean, he's got nothing on Julia Roberts. But
nothing on Julia Roberts, though.
Nothing on my love.
I just think about how he went like all like feral for a little bit with his hair.
He and David Beckham really went through haircuts.
They really went all scraggly. But in this film, brilliant. Beautiful.
Brilliant.
It's just like Fight Club. Have you ever watched Fight Club?
I have watched
That was a
Fight Club. I had to
mindfuck.
Google after I watched it. I think I was like 16 when I watched it. And I had to Google the meaning of the movie because it was such a head fuck.
I had to
It was like Inception. Same thing.
with Silence of the Lambs.
I've never seen it.
So Silence of the Lambs had like moments from they took inspiration from different serial killers.
Oh, exceptional.
Like there was
Lovely.
like a nipple belt and stuff like that made from like other people's nipples and stuff.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's something that can remain in the 90s fashion.
Fine then. Okay, then let's get into it then. Pretty Woman. 100%. There was
when she goes into that when she goes into the shop and they refuse to serve her.
I know. I was like,
how dare you talk to my queen like that?
Pardon?
Excuse me?
And then later on when
She's a high-level escort. She can buy whatever she wants.
whatever the fuck she wants. Do you know
She
what
can
you
buy
can do?
you.
You can go and fuck yourself. Fucking know. I'm glad when she went and bought something.
Yeah.
I loved it when she went and bought something and I was like, tosses my hair.
Take that. But you know what? If I was her, I would have walked my ass out of there and bought from somewhere else.
But I
They
feel
ain't
like that
getting
she
my
had
money.
something to prove.
Don't we all?
Oh, yeah, of course we do. Because then there was also Cruel Intentions. Have you ever watched that film?
Yeah.
Cruel Intentions was a bit
specifically
cool.
one scene where there's a picnic happening
Oh, right,
that a 12-year-old
right.
me looked up on YouTube.
Was it the string of spit for you?
Yum, yum.
Was it just
Let me just caveat that it was not.
Because like,
Yeah, no, that was a fucked up movie. But the bit where he's standing at the top of the escalator when she comes up, iconic.
And then you and I were talking about how movies like this, not the whole step sibling thing, but like things like Pretty Woman, like My Best Friend's Wedding, like
Sleepless in Seattle.
Those monologues, those romantic monologues really fucking did it for us. It really said, you know what? I want to be on a boat under a bridge singing to my Are They or Aren't They?
You know what?
To my love.
Everything I know about love is based off of My Best Friend's Wedding. And I know that's like pretty fucked up because she does try to ruin her best friend's wedding.
I hadn't watched it in such a long time, and then I go, are you telling me that she lost?
Yeah, no, devastating. She should have ended up with the best friend.
Oh, absolutely. For sure.
But it's got everything. It's got it all.
Mm-hmm.
And the like love that they have for each other and like the forgiveness.
It's intense love.
Charisma and the taking of the ring off the finger with the mouth.
With the mouth, and he's like
the mouth.
Sucked it off and stuff, and I was like, wow. And you're telling me you guys nothing? Nothing.
They don't make it like that anymore. They just don't make it like that anymore.
They don't make it like that anymore. Like there's not even an equivalent anymore.
There's not an equivalent. And it is my life goal to be in a scenario. It doesn't have to be on a boat because some people get motion sickness. And you know what? We're not going to subject anyone to some vom. But it's my life goal to have a special lady and be somewhere and sing to her like he did to her on the boat. That's my goal.
I'm going to be like Richard Mercer from Mix 106.5, Love Songifications.
Yeah.
Alison,
Esther.
I heard that you have a song that you'd like our listeners to close their eyes while you
close your eyes, baby.
Gently hum to them.
Yeah. Close your eyes, Esther. I'm going to sing to you. Close your eyes, everyone.
Okay.
All right. Picture this. We're on a boat, or not a boat if you get motion sickness. Shout out to our little motion galleys.
Okay,
you ready? We're on the boat. I grab your hand. I pull you close. And then I start to sing. Someday when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. And then make out.
That to me was the first audio book, the first audio fan fiction. First one. And
first one.
Thinking about it just now enraged me that Julia Roberts gave that song to him and Cameron Diaz, that she gave you that she lended the song Dog. They don't even have a song.
You know what though? That scene when she gives him the song, like gives it to them, that's the scene that makes me cry in that movie.
That's when he should have said, I fucked up.
You can see it on his face.
Yeah.
He looks at her and he's like, fuck.
My bad.
I chose the wrong woman. And you know what? You did, buddy or pal.
Well, circling back, if there are any girls who want to look up Ali's Instagram and say, fucking all right, let me tell you, Ali is a package. All right?
Stop. I did not ask for this.
You didn't.
Unprompted.
This is the thing that you... But I'm just saying, Ali's a fucking catch. She's smart.
Unless you drop the ball.
She's smart. She's beautiful. She's captivating. She's a package. So get on that dick.
Stop.
So
get on that metaphorical
one.
Yeah.
But get on her grill because she's great. Anyways.
I'm like, okay, enough of that.
But I also wanted to go and talk about popular 90s TV shows because there are other ones like Xena. You can't tell me that Xena and Gabrielle didn't fuck.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Xenia. I was so excited about her being gay that I lost the ability to speak once again. This podcast is just a combination. See? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about Julia Roberts too much and I actually I've had a stroke live on air.
Because don't forget, team, right? You've got The Sopranos, right? But You've got Law and Order SVU. You've got Buffy.
Dum dum. I never watched Buffy. And I think
is amazing.
that is my biggest red flag.
I'm pretty sure you can watch it on Disney. Oh, you can watch it on Disney Plus.
Oh, exceptional. Maybe I'll watch it after we finish.
It's 7 seasons, so it's great. It's actually great. It's a little dated, I won't lie, but it's good shit.
I won't lie.
It's good shit.
So I've got popular 1990s shows open on my googly goog. And, you know, you've got some good stuff on there. Seinfeld, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Daria, 10 out of 10. Home Improvement,
10 out of 10.
Rocco's Modern Life.
You've also got Frasier.
Rocco's Modern Life.
For me,
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
But you know what the biggest plot twist is?
What?
That Round the Twist is like
Not
number
on this
3
list?
on the list.
Yeah.
No, it's it's like Beverly Hills 90210, Full House, Round the Twist. How did Round the Twist get number 3 honorable mention?
Yes, but to me, The Nanny being 5th on the list.
That's a travesty.
That's a crime.
That is a crime against humanity.
That to me is a crime. For me, having Will and Grace to be on the 7th on the list,
What?
a crime.
A crime. Do you remember Just Shoot Me?
Oh, I remember that. I remember that show. That was a good shit.
That was a good shit. That was a good shit.
That was
kind of
one
like the
good
one
shit.
that wrote you a review.
Hell yeah. But it was really good. I really loved that show.
Friends, R.I.P. Matthew Perry.
Rip. No,
Rip.
actually, rest in peace. brother.
Genuinely very sad.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Rugrats.
Oh, Rugrats.
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 I love
Rugrats.
Rugrats. Every year I had a VHS and I used to watch the Rugrats Hanukkah special.
That is so cute.
And then there was one for Passover as well. And it was so cute because they did like a throwback and they were in Egypt.
That is so cute. I have
So
never
like the
seen that
Pharaoh
before.
and Moses and all that, they were like the Rugrats kids.
Were you like, oh my God, they're just like me?
Except I had more hair than Tommy.
Everyone had more hair than Tommy Pickles.
Why was Tommy Pickles so bold? How old? What were the ages of the Rugrats children?
I feel like no more than 2.
I feel like by 2 years old, you should be having more hair than Tommy Pickles.
But it also might just be blonde. Tommy is eternally 1 year old.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
He's one.
How is he walking? At what age do kids walk?
Like 1. My nephew is turning 1 and he's like, zoom, like homie's
He's got
gone.
zoomy zooms.
Homie's gone. He's walking. He started walking at 10 months.
He's advanced.
Oh, he's the smartest boy. Oh, I also wanted to ask you, have you ever watched The Bodyguard?
Yeah, I watched it a few years ago for the first
Do
time.
you remember how tragic that final kiss is, that climatic final kiss is?
Is that the one at the airport?
Yeah. And then the camera goes around and around in circles and they're like smushing lips.
I got vertigo just from you describing that scene. I am dazed and dizzy.
Like, I just remember that. And, I need to talk about another trauma of mine. My trauma comes from watching Jurassic Park as a kid. So when it came out in 1993, I was 0 years old, but I think I must have watched it in like
I was 0 years old. I was not born.
I think I must have watched it in like 1999, so I must have been like 6 or 7.
I don't think I've ever seen Jurassic Park.
There is this one scene where it's in the kitchen, and then all of a sudden one of the dinosaurs, which is like a little raptor, just goes and like goes in from the shadows, and you just see its eyes and it starts bolting. And when I tell you, I shit myself. I didn't actually, but
If only you had a 3-year-old to wipe your ass.
wipe my ass.
Wipe my ass.
That has stayed with me.
That's such a specific trauma. Like, when would you ever be triggered by that?
Well, if you think about it, if I'm 6 and then all of a sudden I'm seeing dinosaurs plus humans, I think it's real. I think that shit's real.
Well, I should definitely not take you to the Jurassic Park
I actually want to go.
exhibition.
I think it looks so cool.
Why, is this like a face your fears thing?
No, this is like, that looks real cool. I know they're fake.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll go and I can just laugh at you the entire time.
I think it looks real cool. Have you seen those ones where the babies and they're like breathing?
Sorry.
What?
And they're like breathing?
No, like they've got like the baby dinosaurs in the incubator and they're breathing they're Like, so like
No, I
their
haven't
chest
seen
is
that.
rising and stuff.
That reminds me of when you go to Westfield during Christmas and they have those polar bears that like lie on the giant Christmas ornaments and their like stomach just moves.
That
like
is
the
so
robot ones.
cool. It is so cool what
That's what
they
that's
do,
reminding me of.
Do you know what we should do together?
What should we do?
We should have a Santa photo.
We can 100% have a Santa photo.
We should just do a Santa photo and it'd be like 2023 hands on lap.
I am 100% into that. And you know what? We can make it a throwback to this podcast and we can dress 90s while we do it.
Oh my God,
And we
I go
can
in
kinda,
like a fucking
recreate
overall.
those. Yeah. You know how they do those things on TikTok where they're like doing the awkward like school photo 90s looking photos and they're all in like double denim?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing.
I love that.
Double denim.
Double denim.
Canadian tuxedo.
I remember the first time that I ever heard anyone say Canadian tuxedo and I was like, fucking, what the fuck is that? And I had to go and look it
What
up.
the fuck is that, eh?
Hey?
Eh?
Oh, Men in Black came out in the 90s. Oh, and your
Men
favourite.
in Black.
Your favourite,
What?
Speed with Sandra Bullock. You love Sandra Bullock.
I think my heart literally just stopped beating when you said Speed with.
Sandra
I just
Bullock.
spat everywhere. Oh my God, I've lost control.
Because when she was in
as soon as you said
Practical-
Sandra Bullock.
Have you ever seen The Net when she's like
What's the
a hacker?
net? No. What is
So
this? When
it's called The Net, and
The Net.
it's like she gets hacked. She gets like scammed and shit.
is Jessica Biel in there as well?
I don't
Or
know.
does Sandra Bullock just look a lot like Jessica Biel?
I think
in the
Sandra
photo?
Bullock just looks like
No, that's.
no. Jessica Biel is not in this.
What is this that I'm looking at? Oh my God, I need to watch this movie immediately.
She is a systems analysis with a few personal contact teams that all records about her life have been deleted and that her house has been emptied. The only way to reclaim her identity, she has to find a way. It's a really good movie.
So the first people also ask is, was The Net a good movie? And it literally says the acting was terrible. But for 115 minutes, I was entertained.
I'm sitting here going,
Like, this is the
"It
best
was
movie I've ever
great."
seen. It's like, it was terrible, but I was entertained. Okay, that's our next one.
All right,
That's our next one. It got 44% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think that's fine.
On the scheme of things, it's actually not that bad.
I mean, on Amazon, out of 927 reviews, it got 4.7.
I like Amazon better. Okay, we'll go by that.
Yeah, we'll watch it. And then if it's shit, it's shit. What can
If
I
it's
say?
shit, it's shit.
It's shit.
That should be like just life advice. If it's shit, it's shit.
If it's a shit,
Get over
it's a
it.
shit.
If it make a shit, you make it the smell. But it's okay. It's just a shit. You know what gave me trauma?
Is
Do you
this what the
remember,
podcast is going to be about? Trauma?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I don't know. We've gone this far into it and we've spoken about many traumatic things. But California by Tupac.
What, California Love?
Yeah.
California Love.
The video clip for that.
Is it because
the
it's like
first
a
time I
Mad
saw
Max?
Yeah, the first time I saw it, I was quite young. I think I was like 9 or 10. And I didn't sleep for like
Why?
2 weeks.
What was it about?
I don't know. It freaked me out.
But Tupac?
I think it was just the whole Mad Max thing and they all had weird masks on. And we were also playing, this is another throwback.
Okay.
We were playing Oddworld
What
on
is
the computer.
Oddworld?
Have you never seen Oddworld? It's like a really fucked up game. I can't remember what it's about. I think it was like post-apocalyptic or some shit. It's got like...
Oh. Okay.
It kind of gave the vibe of like orcs when they're like being developed in that fiery pit. That was the kind of vibe of this game.
Okay. So Tupac reminded you of that.
No, so like we were
It's
playing
just
that
Mad
game
Max, yeah.
and then it was too much for little old me.
Well, now that we're on the topic of music from the 1990s, I think that's where you and I excel
That is where we excel.
because we had ones like Waterfalls by TLC, same as No Scrubs, classic, a banger. You had Barbie Girl,
Iris Goo Goo Dolls.
Iris, Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, you know what's even better?
What?
Zombie Cranberries.
Do you know what's even better? Genie in a Bottle. That's what's fucking better.
I see your genie in a bottle and I raise you Pony by Genuine.
Shit.
I always thought that was sung by a woman.
Really?
I didn't know that it was sung by a man until like last year.
I Raise You, Pony.
This is the weirdest game of poker I've ever played.
I know. I Raise You, Pony for Destiny's Child's Say My Name.
I know. I raise you pony for Destiny's child's say my name.
I Raise You Pony for Destiny's Child's Say My Name. I Raise You Pony for Destiny's Child's Say My Name.
You want to talk about girl groups. Wannabe Spice Girls.
How about Bye 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 in Sync? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, Torn by Natalie and Brulia.
Wonderwall. Oasis.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Is that it? Was that in yours?
That was in mine. So was Creep by Radiohead.
Oh, Creep.
That was Creep.
Shit.
That was a good song. Bittersweet Symphony. Iconic.
What was that song in the end? Oh, that was in Cruel Intentions at the end. Is a bittersweet symphony
that's life. Oh, okay, this is the ultimate.
Okay.
Sheryl Crow, If It Makes You Happy.
Whoa, that is a banger if I've ever heard one.
That is a banger. Anytime you need to scream, yell, sing. Sheryl Crow. She's actually touring. She's touring with Chris Stapleton next year. That's
super cool.
Yeah. She's not touring. He's doing tours and he's got different artists joining him at different legs of the tour, and she's going to be in one of the one. I think it's her and Alan Stone, or they could be in separate ones. I don't know. But that would be a concert that I would take all my money, fly me there.
Because you know who I'm not into seeing? Backstreet Boys. I was back in the day. I was like, oh my God. But now that I've gotten older, but they, I know it sounds like shit, but they keep on releasing music, but the music isn't good.
Yeah, sometimes I find with artists from that era, they try to become relevant again, and not everyone can be Mariah Carey. She's got it down. Every
Mariah
time
Carey.
November rolls around, she's wheeling out her snowflakes.
Homie
and
melts. She gets that check.
She defrosts, her Botox ignites, and she's ready.
Do you ever think about the fact that George Michael had Last Christmas, but he died on Christmas Day?
What?
He died on Christmas Day.
What?
Yes. Look at the
That is so fucking weird.
Right?
If he died of a heart attack, that would have been even better. Because last Christmas,
I think he did. I think he died of heart failure.
Yeah. Holy fuck. What? What did he die from?
I think he died of
cardiomyopathy.
Dilated cardiomyopathy.
Is that a heart attack? Oh, wow. We're not looking very intelligent right now, doing all the Googles. Oh my God, it's a disorder that affects the heart.
That the heart becomes enlarged.
When life imitates art.
Can you believe that guy though?
Oh my God. I'm too shocked to speak.
That's what I'm trying to say. I just thought that was wild.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Have you seen the Wham documentary?
No. Is it any good?
It's actually really good. They didn't expect Wham to go as far as it did, and they weren't expecting it to be long lasting, and that's why George went solo.
Just by the haircuts alone, you wouldn't think it would be long lasting.
I was telling my mum about George Michael. I was like, Mum, how did you not know that he was gay back then? Look at him.
I don't think anyone really realised. My sister wanted to marry him. She was devastated. George Michael in the fishnet white singlet, that should have been the moment everyone realised.
Everyone should have been like, he's a gay.
But then again, the guy next to him, what's the other guy?
His name's Andrew.
He's in tighty-whitey shorts in that picture. So really, it was anyone's guess. It was a roll of the dice who was going to be gay.
Well, look, all we're saying is that we think that the 90s has been a gift to...
The 90s is the gift that keeps on giving.
It really is. It is the gift that keeps on giving when it comes to the music, the clothes. Because even when you've got the new Barbie movie that came out, they sampled Barbie Girl in there, and then I'm bad like a Barbie. I'm bad like a Barbie.
That's as far as I've got for you.
Some of the party. I forgot.
Ken, right?
Yeah.
Kenough. I'm Kenough.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Such a stupid tagline. I never got on board with that.
I've got
I'm Kenough.
Oh, come on. As if you didn't say that you're Kenough.
This is the first time that I've said I'm Kenough.
Out loud. Yeah.
Out loud.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what else was gifted to the world in the 90s?
What?
The two of us.
Fucking I.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Can I get a fucking 1993? 1993?
1993.
This is what happens when...
Mom.
Thank you, my mom. I'd like to give a big thanks to my mom. What do you reckon, mate? Do you reckon we should wrap this bitch up?
I think this is the most disheveled podcast that you've recorded today. It is pretty unhinged. And
I've done pretty
so
unhinged.
So was the 90s.
Yeah.
The 90s were pretty bloody unhinged too. So
it really
perfectly
was.
fitting. Wow.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. If you like us, rate us 5 stars, subscribe, do all the things that are good in this world, much like how the 90s gave us everything good in this world. I know that our parents will say, "Oh no, it was the 80s. It was the 80s that was the best." It wasn't. It was the 90s.
It was the 90s.
And I'm telling you that for sure. All right, well, here's Wonderwall. All right, peace out, guys. Bye.
Bye.